We'll call the Board of Works meeting to order. First order of business is roll call. Present. Present. Next up would be the approval of the minutes of our August 13th session.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Want to go both at the same time? You want to go both at the same time,
Of
the
the,
exec session?
yeah, might as well. Also the minutes from our executive session on the 25th.
Motion approved.
Second. Been moved and seconded that we accept both minutes from our executive session and regular session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Any citizen comments today? Doesn't look like it. No unfinished business, new business. Got quite a lineup this morning. First up is the wastewater treatment plant employee raise request for CDL.
So this is a request for Chris Funk to get a $1 raise for getting his, for passing his CDL test. He passed last Monday, so I'm asking for him to be retroactively paid from the date in which he passed. His CDL is with city.
Is that a start of a payroll?
Yeah, I believe so, yes. And the CDL is already on file with City Hall and everything.
I'll move we approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the $1 raise request for Chris Funk, retroactive back to Monday. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
This Monday, the 18th.
Correct.
Next up, we've got a request to hire for an open position.
Yes, so I interviewed Jalen Schaefer recently for a position I have open at the wastewater treatment plant. Seems to be a very good fit. And then I had an interview in front of the board on Monday, so with the board's approval, I would like to move forward with hiring.
Any reappointment testing
Pending all,
at 18 an hour.
and starting at $18 an hour, pending all additional testing.
Continue on all the testing.
Like drug, like
Pre-employment.
yeah,
Yeah.
clean water testing. Thank you.
The board did interview Jalen. I think we found him to be an acceptable young man. Getting started early. Getting on his way here. So I would make a motion that we hired Jalen and contingent on his passing some tests.
Correct.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that we hired Galen, contingent on his passing the tests that are required by the city. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben. Next up, we have some equipment code quotes for the fire department.
We got 3 different items here. They're all on our capital plan that we've had planned. First one, so we're planning on replacing our pagers with a dual band pager. So it will receive 800 and the regular VHF. To get half of them done this year. The price from J&K was $14,200. $502. And I did include the extra 3 years on that, so they'll be covered for warranty for 5 years on those. Because my guys are really hard on pagers.
Want to just do them all, Jeremy?
Yeah, I do. And then I have a quote from El Dorado Climbing. This is for a auto belay, which is a safety device that we'll install in the station. And then if we're doing ladders or something, some special kind of training, if one of the guys happens to fall or slip, it'll catch them. And basically it lets them down slowly instead of them falling all the way to the ground. I did request other quotes on this because this is a item that other companies have, and I didn't receive anything else but this one from this company. And for 2 of those units and the mounting kit came to $6,070.94. And then the third piece of equipment is to finish out my garage door openers. When we built the station, we had a few extra dollars, so we were having problems with our garage door openers not reaching. We could be sitting out in front of the station and couldn't open the door. So we found this company that has a garage door opener, and we had them here to test it. We ended up buying a few of them, and we love them because, I mean, I could open any door that has that one with one garage door opener. So, but this is a request to finish out the rest of the doors. So that's $3,070 on that for the control sheet.
And he does have funds in his capital for all those things.
Here, motion to accept all 3 quotes.
Motion accepted.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that we approve all 3 quotes. And it's within the general fund guidelines. So all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Can you just email me the other 2?
Yeah.
You got another quote for engine 23?
Yeah, for some repairs to engine 23. That's that older engine that we had valves and some other work done. When we did pump tests, they found that they couldn't adjust the packing anymore. So to go ahead and repair that, it's $4,078.38. And I still have money left in the repairs for that truck because our quote came in less than, or our price came in less when we did all the valves and stuff on that.
Even with this, he's still under his budget. He had $75,000 and I think he still has
Yeah, it
$12,000 left.
was, yeah.
I'll move that we accept the quote from Dunny's Pump Service for $4,078.35.
Motion accepted.
It's been moved and seconded that we accept the quote from Dunny's Fire Service. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Next up, we have some quotes for park department projects.
Okay, still have a few things. First would be upgrades to Madden Park and Gazebo Park. Gazebo Park, I'm doing 3 trees, 4 hydrangeas, 3 hostas. Some money left over to repair, seed and straw, the damage, because I gotta pull 4 bushes out. I got a quote from Tony Mast on all of this. To do Gazebo Park is $4,000. Madden Park, I need to replace 2 trees, plant 10 new, 3 loads of topsoil. The pavilion there, the dirt has eroded over the years, it's in bad shape, so I needed 3 loads to fill that back up, seed and straw, replant. That's $8,000. So a total of $12,000. I have $5,000 in a park account for trees. The city has let me use $5,000 in another account labeled for trees, so that's $10,000. I have $2,500 in tires for my vehicles, and I don't need tires, so I can pay for all of this plus the soil, and it will be about $12,500. So I have enough to cover it. Gazebo Park, I said it's we had 3 trees we had to cut down that died. The bushes are overgrown, and you can't trim those, they just die. The tops will just die. So I have to pull those completely out and start over. So, and in comparison, I didn't get a new quote from anyone else, but 2 years in a row, I had Countryscapes put trees in for me. And I figured out the differences between Tony and Countryscapes. And Countryscapes charge about $700 per tree total for a planting. And Tony is just under $500. So it's $200 a planting difference. Tony is much cheaper. And Countryscapes is super, super busy, and they put my trees in 2 years in a row in December, like late December, and that's, I guess technically okay, but I hate putting them in that late. I have had problems when they go in that late. The frost lifts them up, and I have to rework them in the spring. So I'm asking to go with Tony Mast's quote.
Want to go ahead and do one? I'll go through all your stuff.
Oh, and the other ones too? Okay, so, and then, I actually had grants that I applied for, 2 for a play set. One was a local grant, one was a manufacturer grant. And then also a local foundation for pickleball courts. So this isn't costing the city anything on these next 2 items. I've already been awarded the grants, but I wanted you guys to know. So Air Good Electric has bid $23,499 to light the 2 pickleball courts I put in last year. We have a lot more use. Well, we knew we were gonna have a lot of use, but at the time, the contractor wanted too much money to do the lighting. And that same contractor bid new pickleball courts this year. And the breakdown was, they wanted $40,000 to light the pickleball courts. And our local contractor, Airgood, wanted $24,000 roughly. So, I have been awarded that money for a local foundation, or already have the money to pay for that. Just wanted you guys to know.
And the grant funds have been received for both of the walk for lighting and the place sets. Those are the positive part.
And the other one I'm excited about, because I really, when I came, I knew some of my parks really needed some work. Madden was one of those old parks that needed a lot of work. I planted trees last year, we threw some paint around, we tried to clean that up. And like we talked about, I've got fill dirt going in, we're gonna seed and straw that, 10 more trees are going in this year. But I had about an $80,000 play set that I wanted to take the old one out, super old, and put a new one in. And that was about $80,000. And I got a manufacturer grant of like $25,000. And then the local foundation came up with the rest. The foundation gave $53,000, local grant was $24,000. So again, we have the money for that also. And that will go into the spring. Mike's gonna help me pull the old one out this fall. And We really don't need to build the pad. The pad's already there, existing stone base, and then we'll just, I've already paid to have that installed for next year. That's part of the grant money. So, we'll replace it this spring.
You can speak, I have it set up, so if you just want to.
It's just nice to come to you guys and not need money for everything. Once I actually have my own money.
Nice to hear from you.
Yes, I know.
Well, you actually have somebody else's money, it's just not the city's.
Yeah. I entertain a motion to accept all the quotes for the park department. So.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded that we accept all the quotes for the park department projects. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you,
just
Gary.
like to add a thank you to that local foundation because they have been so generous in the city over the years. Every year, almost everything we request comes through. And they not only help the city with city projects, they help a lot of the educational opportunities in the city, the daycares, the preschools, the primary school. So we are very, very fortunate to have them.
That's it, right?
The local foundation.
Veteran Memorial, that contributed to that,
Yes.
so they've done a lot. for
Over the
community.
years, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And they don't like recognition necessarily for their generosity. Very, very, very good to have people like that. Very kind.
Next, we have a quote for elevator controls here.
Little over a week ago, they had an issue with the elevator where it was the push button, call the car and get into the elevator and such. After dealing with that issue, we were actually able to reset the system and took care of itself. Basically, the buttons themselves are obsolete. Some point it's gonna be difficult to get the circuit boards that type of. So part of this packet, if you've got it, was notice that they're becoming obsolete, they're gonna be hard to get. So this here project is an upgrade to the call buttons. The buttons themselves will actually be a little bit more durable, a lot less. Not 100% tamper-proof, but not gonna be all plastic. So this quote here is to replace those buttons. The elevator is 20 years old. And like everything else, some things are harder to do. The quotes were $6,500. I wasn't sure where Barb was planning on getting the money.
I have some money in seated that we can use.
The only other thing that I noticed was on this agreement, they wanted all 100% upfront.
I get 50%.
Right. Do you want to reach out or do you want me to reach out?
If you want to attempt it first, and then if they have problems with it, you can.
Okay.
I think we had this with them before on the last
did.
thing.
We did. So, so yeah, my recommendation is let's go ahead and upgrade the buttons.
And the odd thing about that day is only the button, probably because it gets used the most, that button down in the lobby. We could use this button and go down. You could use the basement one, but just that one, probably just for local, it gets used the most of all of it.
Like I say, it's going on 20 years old now. Stuff like that's gonna happen, and replacement parts are It's so difficult anymore on old equipment.
Oddly enough, he had one in his truck, he had a circuit board in there, we plugged it in, and it still worked.
Yeah.
What we found out was that day we had a short power
We
failure,
had a power.
so some type of surge. So once we reset the entire system, it just took off. So, but hopefully these new boards, we're not gonna have that issue.
I'll move we approve.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the quote from Schindler Elevator for $6,500. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, next up, the board members.
Nope, you're gonna hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. We have the Perry Township Agreement. Park project. The interlocal cooperation agreement, Kenny Park. The township is contributing $50,000. Once again, we're always grateful for anything we can get.
I can add a little bit to that. I was approached by a Perry Township member who's a member of the rec center, great guy. Was talking about the Senate bills and things that are changing in the trustee's office, and I think it was about the lit money that goes away. They have to have specific projects picked out and then okayed, maybe a couple of different places, but at least the state has to approve any plan for them to give money away or projects. So then he explained that to me and we got together. And as of right now, I have $100,000 in the capital fund for 2027 year-round bathroom project. And I would like to do a year-round bathroom with some sort of one pavilion over it, maybe not as big as Ted, but something similar, so we can get use out of it. Tear the other one down, tear the other bathrooms down completely, rework it and do it. So I had 100,000, and if this plan gets approved, there'll be another 50 added to that. And of course, we can only use it for that. That was one of my assurances to them. I got with Barb. She worked out all the details then.
No, Laura,
Uh,
Laura did.
oh, okay, well, one of you, thank you.
I couldn't think of that. Yeah.
So then, again, that's in 2027. I'm thinking I would love to have $200,000 to work with, and I might not have that much, but if we get approved for this, for 150, we're on our way. So that's kind of the loose fitting plan right now. And I'll be getting quotes next year. I don't know if I want to stick build it or if we want to do like a precast park specific buildings. They're usually a bit cheaper. They're insulated already. They're kind of graffiti proof, maintenance proof kind of thing. So I'll be looking at both ways. Thank you.
I'll move that, go ahead and approve the, interlocal cooperation agreement for Kenny Park with the Perry Township.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we accept the, interlocal cooperation agreement with Kenny Park. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried. These funds, I think, from township, they need to unload some funds, otherwise they have to give them back to the county. It's part of the new setup they have.
From what I understand, they don't have to specifically, that the money was originally given to Perry or earned by Perry, given to Perry, and it goes to the county, they can spend it anywhere they want. Or that's was my understanding, so I'm trying to get the money to stay here.
Okay. Now,
Well, I don't have any money to give you, but
That's Move on.
I will report, we're looking forward to a big weekend, of course, with the festival going on this week. And, I think Mike and his crew, and those things in concrete, I don't know if I ever updated you on that, but we're adding, some more cement barriers to the actual grounds of the festival, so vehicles cannot, get through. They donated 18 of them, and Mike and his guys went and picked those up, and they're gonna help us set them and then prepare for the parade on Monday, so, just to update you on that, and we appreciate their help. Other than that, everybody have a great holiday weekend. Thank you.
Jeremy?
Nothing.
Mike?
Just thanks to the other departments, they're been helping us get everything set up this morning, and we're gonna finish that up the next couple days, get everything ready for the festival. I did bust the window out of the payloader, so I got a new window coming through the payloader, I was pushing the compost up, and then smacked it and broke the windshield, so. Other than that, that's all I got. Oh, we do have a 50-50 sidewalk program going on, John's in town now, and we've got one before yesterday, we got 2 more to do after the festival. And that's it, so if anybody wants to do sidewalks, we'll get them scheduled in.
Good. Thank you, Mike. You bet. John?
Just an update on the old Roos Stokes building, we call it the Lincoln Way Building, our rental. We did get the power off the building from the aerial, it's been underground, that freed me up to get the cider in. They stripped it yesterday, they've got fan fold on, we got it sealed up, they'll start, soffit today, and it should be done siding tomorrow, or at least this week. The carnival workers are set up at Woodlawn, we have them taken care of, water department came down and hooked up a hydrant for them. Very fortunate for the rain we've been getting, the parks look great, everything's back to normal. We were watering it every day, they're off and on for about 3 weeks. To keep things alive, because we put a lot of trees in the spring. I think that's it.
Thank you, John. Yeah. Anything else, Gary?
I have nothing.
Ben?
Nothing.
Elroy?
Nothing.
Sure. Dick.
Got an email from, Landon that everything he's working on, he's on schedule. Just let the board know that, Fender Brown has pushed our project starting back at the middle of September, this is the second pushback. I think I'll talk with, Landon and Mark about future, maybe decreasing the time we allow for them to get a project done, so they can't keep doing this. They're still within their contract. But, and they're saying they maybe be 2 weeks, I think it's more 3 to 4 weeks, but they'll still have it done before the fall. And it'll still be okay. And the other, I want to bring up, and hopefully I get through this. For those of you that don't know, Friday's my last day. I'm retiring on Friday. It's been a great honor and privilege to be your city engineer for over 17 and a half years. I've been through 4 wastewater superintendents, 3 park superintendents, 1 street superintendent, 1 fire superintendent, and I had to put up with Brian all these years, and I wore this shirt today just for you, Brian.
I appreciate that.
I wore this because it is probably my last official meeting in 17 and a half years. I don't think I have ever worn a Purdue shirt to a council meeting, to a board of works meeting, and I know everyone here is pretty much IU fans, and I love IU. My wife, my brother, 2 sisters all graduated from IU, but I'm the one that only
You
went
were
to
the
the
black sheep of the
university.
family.
I'm the only one in the family that went to a university, so. It's been a great honor, it has been a great it's been fun. I mean, this is a family here, and families even have arguments now and then, but we get through it. And I've been to a lot of city councils, and a lot of board of works over these years, and this is by far the most fun, the best one to work with, and it's just been an honor. And I think if the board so chooses, yes, will probably, I'm just guessing, hire Landon, or promote Landon as the city engineer, take my place, and you're getting a great guy. I mean, he's young, very smart, and I hope you're listening, Landon. He's very personable. I mean, some of us engineers can be just numbers crunchers, but Landon, I think, is kind of like me, and that he's a great guy. You really get him, so.
Well, Rick, we appreciate everything you've always done for us. It's been a pleasure to know you. Been around most of those 17 years,
Oh,
haven't worked with you.
yeah, I did know 2 mayors, I forgot that. I worked with 2 mayors, and I did tell Sanjay and Mark, Carol, and Lou that I would still make myself available to sit in on meetings as necessary if needed, but I think they'll just lose my phone number, so.
And very instrumental in the transition from Triad to VS Engineering. It was a great merger,
Yes.
and worked out great for Ligonier here.
Well, actually, as your city engineer, I've also been through 3 companies. The first was hired from Patty. I was at Brasco at the family business. And then in 2011, economy was such that I needed to get paid, and I went at the family business. So Jim Frizella interviewed me, and Triad hired me, and then last February, VS bought us out, and Lou asked me after the first month. Now that you've been with VS for a month, what's your opinion? I said, I wish I was 10 years younger. I really like that. They're great firms.
Yeah, looking forward to working with Mark and Landon, especially Landon.
Yeah. And John will still be here.
Yeah. And putting in, working on the projects we've had right now, and the way they just grab a hold of, take over, and get things done, so.
Veterans role looks great so far.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
Ron, anything? I don't have anything. Tom? No. Laura?
Thanks, Rick. Wish you the best in your retirement.
Thank you.
You get to have do some fun things.
I'll be back.
Oh, geez. From his list of people he's worked with, he's hard on our employees, or was 4 wastewater and 3 water, and 3 things.
Actually, 5 wastewater. When I first started, you had an outside source, I can't remember the name. Adding into that,
Yeah.
started with,
You can see where all the hard work, I mean, the expectations on us are super high on parks and waste.
Laura?
Just something that turns.
Let the board know that our Main Street group worked on a building over the weekend, and down here at the H&R Block building, and painted the facade on that. And I don't know, we may have to do a little touch-up work here and there, just a couple light spots that got messed, or a couple spots that didn't get messed. So we'll get those taken care of. So appreciate all the work they've done. Appreciate all the departments working together for our Labor Day event. Big event, and it takes all of us cooperation to get everything lined up. Really appreciate everything you do now and through the event and after the event, because I know after the event, everybody always makes a comment after things that happen over the weekend, Monday morning, it's all cleaned up when everybody goes to work. So, just want you to know, we really appreciate it. With that, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion adjourned. Second.
Been moved and seconded that we adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carried.
My staff